Hello, and welcome to this hypnosis video. This video will make you do several hypnosis suggestibility tests, meaning you can find out quickly how receptive you are to hypnosis and therefore enjoy my other videos. So there will be 3 different tests that will allow you to really quickly see how receptive you are to hypnosis. For all those tests, just make sure that you are comfortably seated, legs uncrossed, and also that nothing will disturb you for the next 10 minutes or so. Also make sure that all your attention is really focused on this video. So let's now start right away with the first test. For this one, I want you to put both of your arms in front of you like you are reaching out for something and just close your eyes. Now I want you to imagine that on your left hand, I just attached a dozen of very light helium balloons. I want you to imagine that I just attached a dozen of very light helium balloons on your left hand, and because those balloons are so light, I want you to imagine that now your left hand is just start to float by itself in the air, going up higher and higher as those balloons are just pulling your left hand in the air, and the lighter they become, the more relaxed you feel, and the higher your left hand goes, the more relaxed you become. Now on your right hand, however, I want you to imagine that I just put a very heavy stone on this right hand. I just want you to imagine that I just put a very heavy stone on your right hand, and therefore your right hand is becoming heavier and heavier. So heavy actually that your right hand is going lower and lower, just pulled by the weight of this very heavy stone. So as your right hand is becoming heavier and heavier, your left hand is becoming lighter and lighter, just float by itself in the air. Now I want you to imagine that I just attached another dozen of very light helium balloons on your left hand, and therefore your left hand is becoming even lighter. It's just now float by itself in the air, going up higher and higher as you relax more and more. And on your right hand, I want you to imagine that this stone is now 10 times heavier. So heavy now that you just can't keep your right hand in the air. It just goes down and down, just pulled by the weight of this very heavy stone. And now I just want you to let it happen, your left hand becoming lighter and lighter, just floating by itself in the air, and its right hand becoming heavier and heavier, going down and down. Very good. So now what I want you to imagine is that I will count from 1 to 3. When I reach number 3, you will open your eyes and you will just see how your hands have moved and realize that your hands have moved without you actually realizing that they moved. So now I will count from 1 to 3, and at 3 you will be able to open your eyes and you will realize where your hands have moved. So 1, 2, and 3. Open your eyes and just realize how much your hands have moved. Did it work for you? Let me know at the end of the video. So now for the second test, I want you simply to put again both of your hands in front of you. But just now separate them from at least the length of your shoulders. So really separate them and make both of your hands like face each other, but really separated by at least the length of your shoulders. So now simply close your eyes again, and now I want you to imagine that I just attached a very strong magnet on each of your hands. So now each of your hands I just attached a very strong magnet, and because magnets just want to attract each other, just want to be close to each other, you just feel this very strong magnetic force just starting to pull both of your hands together and get stronger and stronger and stronger. Very good. And the stronger it becomes, the more your hands are getting closer to each other, just want to touch, the stronger it becomes. And the stronger it becomes, the more you relax, and the more you relax, the stronger this force becomes. And now it's becoming 10 times more intense. 10 times stronger. This force between those two magnets in your hands are just getting stronger and closer to each other. Closer and closer to each other as you feel this magnetic force just pulling your hands together. Pulling more and more, and maybe they already touch, and you just feel this very strong magnetic force just pulling your hands together. Now again I will count from 1 to 3. On the count of 3 you will open your eyes and you will see where your hands are at the moment. 1, 2, and 3. Open your eyes. So did they move at all? Did they touch? Just let me know at the end of the video. For the next test, it's going to be very simple. I just want you to really first look in front of you. And now without moving your head, just by moving your eyes, I want you to look as high as possible on the ceiling, like you are looking at something on the ceiling or nearly on the top of your head. So just look as high as possible. And as you look as high as possible, I want you to very slowly close your eyelids. So now do it very slowly, close your eyelids. And it's okay if your eyes are fluttering, just try to very slowly close your eyelids. Okay, now open your eyes again. Now I just want you to repeat this exercise. So just look as high as possible on the ceiling, just with your eyes. And now try to very slowly close your eyelids while looking as high as possible. Do it now. Great. Now open your eyes again and we'll just do it one last time. So then look as high as possible on the ceiling, as high as possible on the ceiling. And while you are doing that, very slowly close your eyelids. And it's okay then if your eyes are fluttering, just very slowly close your eyelids. Alright, you can open your eyes again. So that was the end of those tests. Did it work? Just let me know after watching this video.